1993, we delivered our message to the California Governor, Mr. Pete Wilson. In response, Governor requested Senator Dianne Feinstein to originate an investigation involving allegations of participation in the Cass family in immoral Nazi-type classified research. Tabby Brink, one of the office workers, assured us that Mrs. Feinstein going to solve this case. All we needed at that time is to verify allegations that had been backed up by overwhelming hard evidence, as well as secure our visit to ENT specialists that could provide Senator with the images revealing cluster of implants located in the sinus cavities of test subjects. Requested procedures could be easily accomplished via ENT tools called Sinuscope and occur live in sensational time lengths, approximately 5 to 10 seconds.
Initially, Mrs. Feinstein had been very ambitious to succeed the case, but after a few years progressing toward solution, encountered of stiff resistance CIA that actually refused to communicate with the senator and gradually dissolved participation.
In events what occurred to the Cass family, we discovered that babies are the most preferable, let's say, material for mind control programs. And realistically, it's true fact. The child brain does not resist on any given command generated by the implants. At the time when J. Cass was subjected for an experiment by the Stanford, he was just 4 years of age. That is so atrocious. By evaluating content of the J's medical record, we learned that on March 11, 1982, during simple procedures, is not all the tonsillectomy boy was subjected to, but also surgery took place on his ear. That was really shocking discovery for us.
Criminals, clerics, and even medical doctors have used a vast array of torture devices. These insidious instruments included the mundane and the exotic. The use of these devices to terrorize, to punish, to extract information and confessions leaves no visible trace. The Immigration and Naturalization Service estimates that not only do 400,000 torture victims live in the United States, but between 800 to 1,000 of their torturers do as well.
Our mind had constantly bothered fact that medical record reveals circumstances disclosing operation on Jay's ears. It was bizarre. Our son never had any problems with hearing. Suddenly, we recalled events involving experiment conducted at Walter Reed Medical Center, Maryland, where Professor Harp was unable to convert analog sound in microwave frequencies. Thereafter, successfully transmit signals in human brain by means of cochlear nerve. It was 1974.
And nearly at the same time, Professor Simmons, an affiliate of Stanford Research, was developed cochlear implant that would allow deaf people hear the sound. What actually cochlear implant does, it converts an analog sound into the parameter of frequencies that our brain is recognizing if it has been generated by the system of human ear. The difference is the incoming in-brain sound is decolorized, that would remain somewhat the voice-generated machine, and implanted individual cannot identify the voice of other person, as well as where a signal is coming from, and much more.
Presently, cochlear implant is officially in use by the physicians, and FDA has guidance and regulations in this future.
In military application, cochlear implants is designed in much higher standards. Relatively, it's turning nearly identical as what is used in civil purposes. The exception is instead a microphone scientists embedded into the body of chip antenna. Thus, prefabricated frequencies could be transmitted directly by the use of cochlear nerve into the implanted brain of persona. The signals by incoming into the brain are undetectable, painless, so the transmitted information introduced to the mind of human being appears as its own thoughts. In reality, it's not.
Dear Council members, our son Jay Martin does have this type of implants in his head since age of 4. Now he's 28. And not only cochlea, but, moreover, groups of silicon chips attached to optic nerves located inside of his sphenoidal sinuses, as well as various parts of his brain. Surgically removing the implanted system is impossible, unless devastating the subject. In this case, guinea pig is our son, J. Martin Katz.
Disturbing information we have for
Our
you.
Target 4 investigation tonight into America's test on her own citizens, government's guinea pig.
To an era of electronic slavery, in 1996 we appealed for investigation to our representative, Congresswoman Mrs. Anna Eshoo. Knowing that Mrs. Eshoo is a member of Subcommittee on Intelligence, we had a great hope to solve the problem. Mrs. Rim, senior officer staff on High Street, Palo Alto, California, briefly evaluated and provided material, made some copy of it. One of the articles, for some reason, copy machine magnified on its own, thereafter accidentally made 2 copies. It was $1 bill that contained stamped expression, silent death. Show $1 bill, Mrs. Rim, by handed to us second copy, told to keep it, because it's very important. So we do what Mrs. Rim told us.
Shortly, we got response from the Washington, D.C. The document was furnished with a recommendation to visit psychiatrist. Considering such a request as common sense, just to make sure Mrs. Eshoo does aware that petition is coming from the normal human beings, we contacted every single one we could find by listing and referral, but each and every physician refused to participate in evaluation, knowing that behind it stays Stanford and CIA.
For the next 10 years, our insistence to personally meet Mrs. Eshoo face to face and verify that Congresswoman aware about what happened was never satisfied. The office staff was determined to eliminate such an opportunity. Headquarters, and specifically Mrs. Rim, verbally harassed us to take physical action in response to our consecutive rights.
To be honest, we are afraid to attend town hall meetings and talk directly to our representatives after being under the constant harassments. In search for solution of nightmare our family has been experienced in the land of promises, we contacted Bureau of former Secretary of State Mr. George Shultz, who at the time of presidency of Mr. Reagan served the office. Ironically, our babies were dragged into the electronic slavery while Mr. Shultz presides in the U.S. government. Shamefully for the Mr. Shultz, instead and assistance, we received phone call from the Stanford security. The voice on the phone formally announced that if we are once again going to write to Mr. Schultz, Stanford will execute physical action against us. Is this called democracy?
By the end of February 1994, Stanford has the progress to finish excavation of Katz family from our prime residence located at 777 Kendall Avenue, Palo Alto, California, and at the end of the same month, Superintendent Mr. Richard Condon, while preside District School Principal Conference, announced that school district apologized for discriminating against student J in August Katz. Such an announcement was tape recorded according to the school rules.
Crime against children is unforgettable, unforgivable, regardless who is staying behind it.
By say in Stanford,
I want to be absolutely clear with our people and the world.
raped me.
The United States does not torture.
This cunt raped me. They torture me. The implants.
The United States does not torture.
I think he saw
Daddy. He's so daddy.
Please realize the horror of this statement, and please remember it all the time while processing this information that we support in every single statement provided.